Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research time for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you. But before I do that, there are a couple of things different from this video, which is, one is at the moment we are in the middle of heat wave. In London is more than 30 degrees, so it's very hot for London, and the room is very humid and very hot. So that's why I didn't close any windows or doors, and also I didn't put any lighting on because lighting would add some heat. So this is the difference. If you hear anything, because the doors and the windows are not closed, and if you don't see the quality the same, is because they didn't put any lighting on. So that said, let's go. So this is a brand, Just Jack, which is a subsidiary or branch of the House of Sterling. House of Sterling is one of the biggest perfume houses from United Arab Emirates. They are very famous. They have about 12 to 13 brands under their name, and one of them is Just Jack, and the other one, which is very famous, is Armaf. So just to let you know which brands are this Sterling is a huge company. They have so many. Just Jack is one of them, Armaf is another one, and so on and so forth. So this one in particular, I think it came out in 2020, because when I looked for the information, it wasn't clear exactly when it came out. But when I look at the back of this box, it says production of 2020. So I'm assuming this is the first edition. And this one in particular is called Just Jack Mistica. Just Jack Mistica EDP 100 ml. Is targeted unisex, and as always, majority of perfumes out there are unisex anyway, because perfumes, scents, fragrances don't have gender. It's all marketing BS. Don't fall for it. If you like a perfume, wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. Just the other day somebody sent me a message saying, how can you say that the perfumes have gender, and if you wear a woman's perfume you're going to be gay? It's just unbelievable. Anyway, so for you watching this video, majority of you will know that perfumes don't have gender, because for thousands of years perfume didn't have gender until the earliest 20th century, which the company started to divide and rule, or divide and sell more, and they started to say this is for men, this is for ladies, because they wanted us to think that way, to condition us to think the perfumes have gender, but in reality they don't. If food, drink, color has gender, then smell has gender too. So just use your common sense. Anyway, I digress. So this particular one is from their high-end line, because Just Jack has got very affordable fragrances. Majority of their fragrances are under £30, but this particular one is a little bit on the higher end. So I think this line is called Just Jack 1691. I think, I'm not sure, because it says here in the box. And I unboxed and reviewed few of their fragrances before, and for a price they are quite impressive. So this one I paid for a very good price, because somebody was selling on eBay open box. I don't mind that at all, but I think retails for £75, but you can find a discounter here and there if you do your research, maybe under £50, quite easy to find. So let's do the unboxing. So the presentation in this line is very nice, because this is a very thick cardboard, and it's got the information in the back, blah blah, made in UAE, the date of the production, and so on and so forth. And it says 80% volume, which means 20% both oil and water combination, and the rest are blah blah. It's a very nice presentation. It's very nice looking. It looks quite nice and in the hand, and it's nice for giving as presents. This one comes with this leaflet which says blah blah blah, which we don't care, and the presentation is very nice. Look at this beautiful bottle, which is all gold bling bling bling, which I don't mind at all. It sits in this beautiful gallery, and this one closes like this. And which way around was it? This way around, yeah. And again, it says Mistica. This is all gold, and it's got a stripe on it. There is something in the cap which is a bit loose, but it doesn't affect anything else. But the atomizer itself is leaking a tiny bit. This is what you get when you don't have the best of the production. But in the bottom it's got a more label and the date of production, blah blah blah, and the atomizer is gold and modern. And here we go. Good atomizer. Although it's not pressurized, but it's a very good atomizer. Alright, so here we go for first impression, and this is Just Jack Mistica EDP. Excuse me, 100 ml. This is Sniff. The sneeze is because of the weather is changing. Today is a bit windy, and also there's so much pollen in the air. Anyway, here we go. First impression. Woo! So first thing hits, sweet. So this is a sweet perfume, and the sweetness in here is quite a deep and dense sweetness. So I'm smelling at least vanilla, if not more. So I'm smelling vanilla, maybe a little bit of tonk being in here, and also it's very warm. It's quite spicy, and in the same time very powdery. So this is a powdery perfume. Yeah, super powdery. So this is almost going to the realm of baby powder. Almost, maybe most of the way is there already. So it's very powdery. It's dusty. It's sweet. It's resinous. It's very warm. It's spicy. Definitely vanilla. I'm smelling a big vanilla in here. Yeah, very big vanilla, and the vanilla in here is beautiful. It's gorgeous vanilla. The vanilla in here is a combination of both classical and modern vanilla. So we're getting a very smooth vanilla. It makes it very smooth. In the same time, it's very sweet and dense and sticky and gooey. So you're getting both vanillas in here. So both classical and modern. Very powdery. So that powderiness is not coming from let's say violet or iris. I'm not detecting iris or violet, but it could be from the musk, because it's very musky in the same time. Sometimes the combination of vanilla and musk give a very powdery outcome. So in here is that it's very musky, and in the same time is very vanillic, so it gives it that powderiness overall. A hint of citrus right now, and when it opened up, a little bit of citrusy feel to it, just to open it up, to just brighten it, just giving it that uplifting feel. Maybe a combination of bergamot and lemon in here, but it's not a huge player, it's a small player. And also I'm detecting something quite what do you call it, dry fruitiness. So it's fruity, but it's not in the fresh variety of fruits, rather than very dense variety of fruitiness, which is more like a dry fruit to me than a fresh fruit. And here I'm getting something like maybe raisin, maybe date in the same time. Wow, I can't get away from that powderiness of this fragrance. So if there's one thing you take away from this unboxing first impression, that is, this is very powdery. So the powderiness is almost to the realm of baby powder. From 0 to 10, 10 being the most powdery perfume, which is baby powder, this is around 7 to 8. So it's very powdery. So you need to like your powdery perfumes to enjoy it, otherwise it will put you right off. So super powdery, very dense, very thick. In the same time, I'm smelling something earthy in here, which could be from patchouli. Yeah, it's a big patchouli in here, but the patchouli variety is a chocolatey variety, is earthy, is dense, is thick, it's dark. So it's that kind of variety of patchouli in here, and that gives, you know, the little bit of darkness. Overall, I classify this fragrance as semi-fresh to semi-dark, and also I classify it as oriental, powdery, sweet, powdery. So oriental, sweet, powdery perfume. There is an aspect of floral in here, but I'm not getting distinct floral. There is a feeling of floral to it overall, but maybe there is a rose in here, maybe there is a peony in here, so it's getting a little bit of that floral rosiness to it as well, but it's not a huge player. It's mostly in the background right now. Yeah, and a hint of maybe white florals in here, not too much again. So a little bit of rosiness, a little bit of white floral feel, but not a huge player. So overall, it's quite a complex perfume. And also there is a big amber accord in here. The amber accord in here is a spicy, is earthy, is a little bit dark, and sticky, gooey, sweet, very sweet. So you need to like this kind of amber to enjoy it. But what amber accord in here, gorgeous. So overall, what to take from the first impression? First thing first, very powdery. So this is a super powdery perfume. Second, big on the floral, but nondescript floral. Maybe a little bit of rose, a little bit of peony, or maybe a little bit of that geranium in here as well, and also a hint of white floral. But the biggest player is the vanilla. The vanilla and the patchouli, I would say, are the biggest player, plus the musk. So vanilla, musk, and patchouli are the three biggest player right now, and these three together working very well to making it quite a dense, thick, resinous, gooey, sticky, earthy, sweet perfume overall. So if you like this kind of fragrances, you will enjoy this. Otherwise, it could put you off, because the powderiness of this fragrance is very big, and also the sweetness is quite big, stickiness is quite big, the earthiness is quite big, it's quite chocolatey, it's quite caramelly, it's quite a little bit of hint of coffee in here as well. Yeah, I'm getting a hint of coffee in here as well. I'm not sure there is a coffee accord, but it gives it that gourmandish feel as well to it. And also there is a big powdery musk in here, so you need to like your powdery musk to enjoy it. Overall, it's got a little, there's a hint of andolicness, hint of animalicness in here as well, so you need to like your animalic and andolic perfumes to enjoy it. Not a huge player, the andolic and animalicness of it is not a huge player, but it is there nevertheless, and also quite earthy and chocolatey, and quite a little bit on that leafy camphor side of things as well. So according to Fragrantica, this one, the note breakdown as follows. Where is it? Where's the note breakdown? Come on, technology, don't let me down. All right. So according to Fragrantica, on top we have white florals, peony, and bergamot. Okay, I said there are players like that, but they are not a huge player. In the middle we have jasmine and rose. Okay, again there is a white floral and a rose, because I get a little bit of that as well. And in the base we have patchouli and woody notes. So basically they're not mentioning so many notes and accord in here, which is very interesting. Woody notes, yes, I'm getting a hint of woodiness, maybe cedar sandalwood combination to give it that woody feel overall. It's quite woody, yes, but again it's not a big player. But the patchouli in the base is one of the biggest players. So the biggest player in here, one of them is patchouli, which is earthy, dark, sticky, and also chocolatey, and that dark variety of patchouli. I'm getting a big vanilla, which they're not mentioning, and the vanilla in here is very sweet and also very powdery. And also I'm smelling musk, which they're not mentioning, and the musk in here is quite powdery as well, and a little bit of that funky feel to it as well. Also there is a spicy aspect to this fragrance, which they're not mentioning, and I'm smelling definitely nutmeg and a cinnamon combination. So cinnamon nutmeg combination, but they're not a huge player, they are in the background mainly. you can hear some noises because at the moment it's very, very windy out there. To take from this perfume, first of all, it's very big on the vanilla, which they're not mentioning. Quite nutty as well, which is probably from nutmeg, and tonka bean again, which they're not mentioning, and also very, very powdery. So none of these notes that they mentioned makes it powdery, so I'm guessing the powderiness is coming from the musk rather than anything else, rather than iris or violet combination. And also it's quite floral, it's quite spicy, as I said, nutmeg and cinnamon. And in the base we have patchouli, musk and vanilla and tonka bean, which they're not mentioning, they're just saying patchouli and woody notes. Okay, so to take away: powdery and more powdery, sweet and more sweet. So sweetness from 0 to 10, 10 being the sweetest. This is opened up around 7 to 8, so it's quite sweet. You need to look at sweet perfumes. I'm just getting something boozy in here as well. Yeah, it's got a little bit of booziness to it as well, and a little bit of tobacco feel to it. This fragrance is very, very complex. It's just layers and layers of notes and accords in here. So woody, yes, see the sandalwood combination, which is quite clean in the base. Patchouli is quite earthy and dirty patchouli in here, and it's a funky patchouli and it's a chocolatey patchouli, so you need to like that kind of patchouli to enjoy it, and it's quite dark. White florals, which is quite apparent, but they're not a huge player. Other florals like rose and peony, yes, but they're not a huge player again. Warm spicy, which is a cinnamon nutmeg combination, which giving it very, very nice, distinctly warm spiciness to it. Overall, it's got a fresh to semi-fresh, I would say semi-fresh to semi-dark in terms of classification of this fragrance, and earthy because of that big patchouli in here is very, very earthy. A little bit of citrus in the beginning, and it's got a little bit of balsamic feel to it, and don't forget it's very powdery and dusty, and it's very, very sweet in the same time. A little bit of dry fruitiness to it, but the amber accord in here is very nice as well, which is a dark, dense and sticky and gooey amber as well. Okay guys, so if you like the description I gave you, or you like the this kind of fragrances, which is quite powdery, little bit tobacco-y, little bit boozy, little bit spicy, sweet sweet vanilla and tonka bean, and also big amber accord, which is quite dense and thick, and also powdery, dusty, very complex perfume for such a you know, Just Jack. When you think of Just Jack, you don't take them that seriously. You think, okay, they're nice fragrances, but they're not that complex, and they're not that deep. But this one is. It's very deep and dense and thick, and very, very complex and layered, and just deep and very, very strong in the same time. At the moment, it's feeling the room, feeling the house, feeling everything. So if you like this kind of fragrances, I highly recommend it. But in the next video, I'll let you know the longevity, development, things like that. But for now, for the first impression, for my taste, for my age, for my experience, absolutely yes. I give it 2 thumbs up. Very well done, very well put together. It smells great, especially for a price I paid for it. Absolutely gorgeous. But in the same time, not everybody's cup of tea, because of that huge powdery, dusty, ambery, vanilla, amber, and also patchouli, dark, and quite funky patchouli, and a funky musk in here as well. So it's got a little bit of funkiness to it as well, a little bit of animalicness, a little bit of andolicness as well. So don't forget these aspects, it makes it quite unique, quite distinctive, but in the same time it is it reminds me of something, but I can't work it out what it is at the moment. But in the next video, if I remember, I will let you know as well. Okay guys, if you have it, if you know, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you have anything else from the house of Just Jack, let us know your experience. What do you think of their perfumes? Are they good value for money, for the price you paid, how they perform, and things like that. As always, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support. Don't forget to hit those buttons. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your subscription, which is free, by the way. All these things will help this channel to keep afloat, to keep going, to survive in the future, because the algorithm of YouTube is getting worse and worse. The big players getting bigger and richer, and the small players getting smaller and poorer and they're getting pushed out. I am one of them. I used to get much more views, but now are very, very small amounts, which in the future might not make it viable for me to make any more videos, because this endeavor, this hobby is very, very expensive, and unfortunately sooner or later will catch up with me, and I will not be able to carry on without your help, without your support. If you want to support me by buying one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker, so they are true handmade perfumes just for the lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of. Imagine, this beauty is so strong, but it's only 15% pure perfume oil. Mine is 60%, so imagine how big, bold, very long lasting, ultra beast mode. They are very artistic and unique. They are like time capsules. They take a different place at different time, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Also, I have a perfume, it's called the Persian Assassin, which is huge in the patchouli and oud, and that one is absolutely to die for. Anybody who bought that one from me bought many, many bottles again. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for your love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye bye bye.